Yo, what's up guys? So we're back with another How to Blow Up in the Underground 2024. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram for more of the best underground OKC content. Now I'm gonna start doing underground takeover shows in Texas, LA. The next one might be in your city. So comment where you want this underground takeover to be. Alright, so I'm gonna be giving you guys a little bit of advice on how to blow up in 2024. Alright, so 2024, you for sure need to start linking up with all the engineers, producers in your city, outside of your city. Go crazy on Instagram. Right now it's very crucial because you don't know who is gonna blow up, who's gonna get picked up by what label. So it's very important to be working with either people within your city or outside of your city, but who at least make the same kind of music that you do. Just because, you know, if they blow up and you've made music with them, you also come up with them. In general, just fuck with people, start making a lot of music together. A lot of high quality vocals. I really recommend, say you don't got the best studio, start linking up with the producers, engineers in your city. Just because I'm telling you, people are going fucking crazy with FL Studio. And I just recommend tap in, support them. You know, the first 3 hours you get with them might be 20-30, but after that you might lock in and he might start recording you for free, he might give you free beats, things like that. Really start learning how to work together as a city. Really stop seeing you guys as competition. Start worrying about the drama after you guys make it. You know, fuck it, things gonna happen. So just locking in with your city for sure. 2024, lock in with artists, producers, engineers, beat makers in your city, because I'm telling you, 2024 is going crazy. A lot of people are just, like I said, going crazy on YouTube and things like that, just locking in. But yeah, I can't stress enough how important it is and how beneficial it is to lock in a feature with a well-known artist. Nothing too crazy, just someone who at least replied back a couple hundred, maybe $50, because never know, that $100 feature might turn into a $3,000 check from Spotify because of the streaming, all the streams it got. Also, you might upload a video, might hit up the artist, be like, hey, do you do bundles? If I pay you for a feature, do you do videos? Because you can also generate a lot of money through YouTube. Also, like I said, a lot of producers lock in with artists and pay them to jump on their beats. Then they can generate a lot of money through SoundCloud, Spotify, all the streaming services. Just make sure you have a consistent job, you're working or something, because that will really help you out, be very beneficial to your career. And yeah, it goes back to the last video I did where I say having money, having a job and income is very important, just because for things like this, you're really gonna need to start buying features, either beats from really well-known producers who help you get put on. One really big tip that I never hear anybody talk about on how to blow up, how to do this and that with your music in your music career is mainly just staying the fuck out of trouble. Do not get into trouble. If it gets to the point where you just have to be by yourself, be by yourself. Because all these artists are getting into all this bullshit because of other artists or just being around a lot of people. You gotta admit, the rap, basically the industry is just a big competition. Yeah, I understand, like I told you, to lock in with features, but just keep it strictly business. Lock in a feature, get your feature, do some music, and that's it. People are getting locked up on some weird type shit. Mainly just staying out of trouble, mainly stay to yourself. If you're gonna work with other people, just keep it, like I said, work. But for sure, just either staying to yourself, just locking in with this music shit, and just staying out of trouble. You know, don't be out there in the streets going fucking crazy. One huge thing on blowing up in the underground, locking in shows. In your city, just go around, check, really start doing a lot of research. Research is key thing in your city, outside of your city. If you have to drive a couple miles, do it. Do it outside the city. See what places are really popping off. I would give y'all some advice. Texas is a huge place for the underground. They're going so fucking crazy. Texas. I'm doing a show there next, an underground takeover, but for sure start locking in with Texas, things like that. In your city, you're not close to Texas, start locking in. If you can't find shows, guess what? Make your own shows. All it is get a good DJ, get some good sound system, get you a good venue, and pack it up. Don't worry about prices, things like that. Don't worry about the money. Once you start worrying about the money, it starts becoming a business and you really start losing vision of what you're really doing in this shit. You're helping create an underground, or unless you're really in it for the money. But I would really recommend, if you're really in it for the underground, you can create a scene in your city. That's what I did. There was nothing. So we created a scene basically. Now there's something. Now there's other people doing shows, other people really in our niche going crazy. So just mainly locking in with shows. And if you don't have any, make your own shows. Really, if you don't know how, YouTube it, or see what the shows are doing, and just really try to put that in your city. Lock in shows. You don't have to lock in these crazy big shows that, you know, opening for fucking the biggest Little Yachty and Ian. No, you don't have to lock in those shows, because you will need a roster of shows you've performed. Not everybody can get locked in with fucking Summer Jam and shit like that. So I recommend you guys just either making your own shows or locking in with all the other shows that are happening in your city, outside of your city. Because say you do get picked up by a label, labels will like to see that you're a well-experienced artist, that you've already had shows. And it's also really good practice for you is just having shows, practicing how to do shows and things like that. Well, a lot of key things to blowing up in the underground is just mainly just flooding the internet with a bunch of your stuff. We saw it with Netspan, with Osama Sun, all these people that start getting some sort of exposure. People were talking mad shit about Netspan at the beginning. It was a lot of negative shit, but look where he's at now. For sure, it's like he's a couple songs away from going mainstream, and y'all saw the growth. Mainly just flooding the internet with your content, music. You know, scroll without your video or your meme or something popping up. Mainly just flooding the internet with your content. So I'd recommend just throw that shy shit out the window, because every artist starting off, even Playboy Cardi started off just really with a lot of exposure, showing up on a lot of things, a lot of features, a lot of crazy things. So a lot of content, putting a lot of exposure on yourself. A lot of either paid promo, a lot of videos, a lot of content. Either start looking around your city, see who's doing podcasts, or just content in general of you. Just start flooding the internet with it, just because it's either now or never. Mainly just who's flooding the internet with a bunch of content, who's going crazy, and that's what really I'd recommend. Just people going crazy, locking in, doing things like that. A lot of shows coming soon. Like I said, comment, subscribe, comment if you guys have any advice or anything I missed. For any artists coming up, leave a comment if you have any advice or anything you thought I left out, for sure. Also, like I said, comment where you want me to start doing shows in your city. Texas is first, LA, and then let me know where you want me to go next. We're gonna start going crazy. I'm gonna start doing a lot of producers, inviting them to the studio and just cooking up, going crazy. Artists, the mic drops are going crazy. So yeah, just like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram for more underground rap content.